All right, let's see what she has to say. I am Branwen, a war priest from the Nordheim Isles. I have been trapped in stone for what seems like an eternity. You have saved me, and for that I owe you my life. I am indebted to you, and by Tempest I leave no debt unpaid. Let me join whichever cause you're fighting for. I should make a valuable ally and bring the favor of the Lord of Battles upon us. We're always on the lookout for another warrior. Yes, we are. I am glad to be part of your war party. I will not make you regret your decision. A word of caution, though. Beware of the dog that entrapped me in stone. Tranzig, he called himself. He was in the employ of a mercenary group, but I do not know the name. I shall see him dead before I see the shores of home again. All right, so she did one in the party. Garrick is out. Just go away, Garrick.
Life is glorious.
Oh, well, I suppose it will give me the opportunity to work on this new ballad I've been thinking of. But you'll never guess who the protagonists are. Is it you? All right, so I got a journal update. Branwen rescued. Hey, what do you know? I actually got a couple things working for me on the journal. All right. I have rescued a priest named Branwen. She was apparently turned to stone by a mage named Tranzig. All right, so I got a mage. Let's take a look at what she's got on her. Yeah, she got quite a bit of experience. So let's level her up. 1 additional weapon proficiency. She works with slings and warhammers. Interesting. Warhammer is 2-weapon, right? They're a 2-handed weapon. They're not really telling me. Not telling me. All right, so we'll put a point into... put it into single weapon? All right, I'm just going to look it up because I don't remember what Warhammer was. It is considered one-handed, so we're going to put it in single weapon style. That's what we'll put the point into. All right, so she's up to level 5. Her Thaco is 18. She does 1 attack per round. She's popular. Not a whole lot going on here. Oh, she does have quite a bit there because she is a cleric, so she should have access to priest spells. She does. Oh, look at that. All right, so we got Cure Light Wounds. We'll do 2 of those at least. Let's take a look at what else she has. Armor of Faith, Blast, Command. I don't think we've seen Command before. This spell enables the priest to command another creature to die, sleep, for a single round. At the end of the round, the creature awakens and is unharmed. Creatures with 6 or more hit dice or experience levels are entitled to a saving throw versus spell to ignore the command. Okay. Cure Light, 8. It cures for 8. Detect Evil, Doom, Magical Stone. Creates a small magical pebble, which is then thrown. Yeah, no. Protection from evil, remove fear. Sanctuary. They can't be hit. Okay. And then Shillelagh. A cudgel. So we'll just do pure healing for now. Armor of Faith only goes on the caster. Bless raises the morale. I'm trying to remember some of these. I don't remember them being particularly good, though. All right, level 2. We got Bark Skin, increasing its base armor class to 6, +1 for every 4 levels of the priest. Armor class 5 at 4th level, armor class 4 at 8th, and so on. Yeah, I don't know about 6. Chant. By means of the chant spell, the priest brings special favor upon himself and his party and causes harm to his enemies. When the chant spell is completed, all the priest ally within the area's effect gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls, minimum damage, healing rolls, and saving throws. That's not bad. It only lasts for a turn, though? For the more damage dice for all effects outside of weapons, base damage is reduced by 1. So 66 turned into 65. Right. Then we have Draw Upon Holy Might. The priest calls upon his god to grant him power for a short period. When he does this, his strength, constitution, and dexterity are all raised by 1 point for every 3 levels of the caster. That's not too bad. Flame Blade. The causes a blazing ray of red-hot fire to spring forth. This blade-like ray is wielded as if it were a sword that the caster already knows how to use, hence there are no bonuses or penalties. If the caster successfully hits with the flame blade in melee combat, the creature struck suffers 1d4 plus an additional 1d2 plus 4 points of fire damage. That doesn't sound like very much. Hold Person. This creature holds one or more humans, demi-humans, or humanoid creatures rigidly immobile and in place for 1 turn. This includes a whole bunch of things. Doesn't work on ogres. You have to be humanoid. Held creatures cannot move or speak, but they remain aware of events around them, even though they are helpless to change them. Time passes at a normal rate for the targets, and hence being held does not stop any worsening of their condition due to wounds, disease, or poison. All right, I like Hold Person. We'll do 2 of those since there's not too many here that sound that great. No Alignment, not my favorite. Resist Fire and Cold. Does it say how much? 50%. Silence. Upon casting the spell, complete silence prevails in the affected area. All sound is stop. Conversation is impossible and spells cannot be cast. Ooh. Note that the spell does not continue to affect the area after being cast. Only those in the area at the time of the casting are affected by the silence. 15-foot radius on that, though. Put one of those on there. Slow Poison, which actually gets rid of poison. So that works. Spiritual Hammer. The caster of a Spiritual Hammer spell brings into existence a magical hammer. It does 1d4 plus 1 damage. Maybe a Bark Skin. What is Aid? Ooh, Aid is actually really nice. What did I get 2 of to begin? Hold Person. Yeah, that's good. All right, then 1 Aid. I do have a level 3 available to me. Cure Medium Wounds. 14 hit points. That does sound good. I think for now, you know what? Let's read them. Animate the Dead. Causes a skeleton warrior to rise. This type of skeleton warrior that appears depends upon the level of the priest casting the spell. Okay. It would be this one. A 3 HD skeleton warrior wielding a long sword. Yeah, it doesn't sound that good. Cure Disease. It cures diseases. Cure Medium Wounds, which is 14 hit points. Dispel Magic. That could work, but I feel like I need the heal more than anything else. Glyph of Warding. Prevents unauthorized or hostile creatures from passing, entering, or opening. Right. Holy Smite. Calls upon energy from the positive energy plane in order to open a channel between it and the targets. The result is that any evil creatures within the spell's area of effect take 1d4 points of damage per level of the caster. So that would be 5d4, which is not bad, but I'm not coming across like evil too much as far as I can tell. Invisibility Purge, Miscast Magic. When the creature attempts to cast a spell, it suffers an 80% chance of failure with Miscast Magic. Right, protection from fire, 80%. Remove Curse, don't need that, hopefully. Remove Paralysis, don't need it. Rigid Thinking. When under the effects of the Rigid Thinking spell, the victim will randomly wander, attack the nearest person, or stand confused. That is not bad. Strength of 1. Wow. So it lasts for 1 turn, though. That's the thing. Like, a lot of these are like good buffs. 1 turn. Unholy Blight. It does 1d4 points of damage per level against good enemies. Then we have the Zone of Sweet Air. Dismiss all clouds in the area. Okay, so just cures things. Gets rid of like any sort of air effect damage type stuff. So I think for now I'll go with Cure Medium Wounds, although Dispel Magic, Miscast Magic, Rigid Thinking all sound good to me. And then no level 4 stuff yet. So I think we still have a way to go. But I'm happy to have somebody with me that can handle magic again. All right, so can you learn any of these? No, I didn't think so. She's not going to learn all this offensive stuff. She is defensive primarily. Oh, that's right. I picked up this. Let's do this. Ulcaster's Dusty History Book, History of the Sisters of Light and Darkness. This was the birth of the world and the heavens. After Lord Ao created realm space, there was a period of timeless nothingness, a misty realm of shadows before light and dark were separate entities. Within this dim chaos stalked 13 lords of shadow, the Shadevari. Whether they came from elsewhere or are children of the shadow itself, none can say. Eventually, this primordial essence coalesced into twin beautiful goddesses. Didn't I read this one? I feel like I've read this one. We're gonna kind of skip it because I feel like I've read it. All right, what can you use? All right, she can use a quarterstaff. Don't you have a quarterstaff +1 on you? Doesn't somebody have a quarterstaff +1 on them? Was this the new one? All right, so this is the new one, the History of the Vast. This is the new one. Let's read this one. 2 millennia ago, the Vast was Vastar, the Orcish lands. These were the breeding grounds of the goblin hordes that would spill eastward and cross the Dragon Reach in ramshackle boats to raid the elves. The orcs were overthrown by invading dwarves who established the realm of the Glimmering Swords. It was during this time that the first humans came to the Vast, including the Mage Maskier. The rule of the dwarves occurred against a backdrop of constant war with the orcs, such that there were perhaps only 40 years of true peace for the realm of the Glimmering Swords. The dwarves were overrun by the orcs, and they escaped extinction only through the aid of human and elven allies. The remaining dwarves left the region to the newly arriving humans and retreated to the east, to the south, and to isolated and hidden communities within the Vast. The most successful of the humans were the adventurers whose hunger was sated by gold and whose thirst was slaked by great deeds. This was the time of the glorious fools, and there are those who will argue that it is still that age, as adventurers still rule the cities of Kalant and Raven's Bluff. The orcs today are contained, if not conquered, and trade has grown up in the lands of the Vast. However, for many individuals with adventuring blood, it is still a wilderness in which one may prove one's worth. All right, so let's check here. We know that one already. Not good with that. Not good with the two-handed sword. No surprises there. Anything good? Hey, Ashadina! We got ourselves a Warhammer. So she goes from armor class 8 to 7. Thaco from 18 to 16. Damage from 1 to 2 to 4 to 7. That is a huge increase for her. All right. Chainmail +1. Can I still use spells? They say I can. I'm going to hold them to it. All right, so none of this stuff can be cast. I need another sling for her, though. Eventually, I'll have to find that. And you just are stocked up in arrows. Mail of the Dead +2. Right, this wasn't cursed, right? It lowers her armor class to 0. Like, already she is doing phenomenally for me. All right. That's good. Yeah, none of the weapons are going to be as good as the Ashadina, I don't think. Not even the quarterstaff +1. I still don't want her in a melee fight, but in case it happens, she has that equipped. All right, so you're more or less good to go. That's pretty much set up as I need you to be. Can I rest? Oh, let's set the quick spells. Oh, I need to rest. Right. Now I can set them. We'll set up the healing and hold person. And then if I really need to heal, I can go in and do it. And then I can turn undead at some point. She has spiritual hammers on her. All right. I like that the way this is working so far. Now, where do you end up? You end up in the back, which is good for a healer. All right. Things are looking up for me. I got myself a healer, got myself rid of the bard, which, I mean, he was all right, but he wasn't great. Just wasn't great. Instead of going further down, I'm going to go across because I feel like Nashkel...
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
Yeah.
Nashkel is kind of where I want to be.
Eat flaming, or possibly frosty, death.
Yeah, I need another sling and bullets for her as well. But she should be able to hold her own in a fight. She should be able to.
What would you have me do?
Yeah, a whole bunch of inventory is full now.
Helm.
All right.
Give me strength.
270 experience. No need to save or anything like that. We're good to go. Let's save here, though.
Helm's blessing.
All right, let's see where I want to go. This is going to be a big map. All right. Let's see what we can do to kind of clear this out. We'll see what we can do. Nice birds around here somewhere. All right, if I go south of here, is there anything? There is a spot to the south now, but
With Helm's blessing.
I don't know if I want to go that far south before we do Nashkel, and I kind of want to get the party that I want together before then. I feel like having Jaheira, even if it comes with Khalid, is kind of a better option for me than Rasad, but I'm trying to figure out who the other person I want to get rid of is, and I need Nira in the party as far as I can tell. I might get rid of her, though.
Or possibly frosty, death.
Simply because I have used her so much.
Cut you down to size.
Alright, there we go. And we can head up. Yeah, more X-Farts. Holy crap, that is a lot of X-Farts.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you have the wrong thing equipped, but that's alright. Alright, Rasad's getting hit pretty hard here. Did I not cast the spell properly?
By hell.
Just hit somebody.
Glory of Helm.
What is it this time?
And cast it on this side.
My honor is my life.
Alright, get this guy. Alright.
Helm.
Hit him. They do drop spells every once in a while.
Glory of Helm.
This is the part where it gets just to be a hassle. Like, to the point that I want to turn on AI again. Is there a way for me to do that? Rest until healed, no damage, base damage. Ah. I have to remind myself how this works. Okay. Party AI on.